Good evening, everyone, on this very second to third day of hot weather here in the northern mid-Atlantic. Meteorologist Robert Smith at GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube on this Thursday, the 12th of August, 2021. Lifeguards are going home. They're getting ready and packing up their stuff here. Plenty of people still in the water this evening as the sun is descending a little bit in the sky. Lifeguard stations are down. Still plenty of waves coming in. This was really the only place outside of a pool or an air conditioner to get relief today from the heat, the oppressive heat of today. And again, the boardwalk tonight looks busy. This will move along here. Still plenty of people on the beach, as you can see. And the convention center is going to be over to your left-hand side here. And it's pretty packed this evening. We'll revisit that. And here's the boardwalk this evening. Of course, the convention center up here on your upper right-hand corner. And it's starting to get busy with the vendors and the restaurants here and the tables outside. It's going to be another hot, muggy night. And, well, we've got weather coming your way. This, my friend, is a very busy map with heat advisories, heat warnings, excessive heat warnings, and of course air quality alerts all tied together. Let's go into the northwestern New Jersey, New York City area. Excessive heat warning again until 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. I'm going to do it again. Heat indexes up to 109 for all of these areas here until 8 p.m. on Friday, and we know what to do with that. We also have air quality alerts in the northern New Jersey area, especially around Newark and New York City, down through the Philadelphia I-95 corridors, where as well excessive heat warnings across the region from tomorrow, again until tomorrow evening, also from today, and they extend again back into the area tomorrow. The air quality alerts again for the area 11 to 11 p.m. tonight. Ozone levels not good, and I'm sure that air quality alert is probably going to be reissued again during tomorrow. Down around the I-95 Philadelphia corridor, air quality alerts again until Friday, August the 13th, the bewitching hour, the bewitching day, right? Friday the 13th. Air quality alerts also in effect until this evening as well, and then again back tomorrow. Again, we're more temperatures and heat will combine to produce code orange air quality alerts, meaning it's very unhealthy to be outside for long durations of time. We already know that. On my placement here. And really, there wasn't not much relief at the beach either. Temperatures are in the 80s now, but they've also reached into the 90s. This is right now. This is current air temperatures, but the high temperatures for today, that's another story. And then we have to factor in the heat index too. So even at the beach, temperatures were in the 90s today, and just about nearly 95 to almost 100 degrees in spots during today, especially in the I-95 Philadelphia corridor. Those were the max temperatures for today. The dew points are very tropical. We had a few thunderstorms race through northwestern New Jersey into the city just north of the game, the two-inning, the doubleheader game for the Mets this afternoon and this evening. That should be finishing up. It was tied when I last left the broadcast there. We're looking at 2 points here in the upper 60s, low to mid 70s here. This is tropical. It's very tropical air mass today. Wanted to do the heat index right now. Now it's going to be a little lower now at 6:56 in the evening, but still heat indexes in the upper 90s to lower 100s here. That's incredible. We'll do the simple water vapor this evening and upper level divergence here. This is where the air is rapidly evacuating against this new squall line entering into the Ohio River Valley here in western Pennsylvania. There's a lot of lightning strikes with this. Yeah. Let's see if we can turn this on. It's going to show a lot of lightning data in here. If you give it a second, should show up. Oh, there we go. There we go. Here's the lightning data now. We'll take off the radar. Here's all the lightning here. Mass divergence. We'll take that off. Let's do streamlines here. Winds are from the west, aloft, and southerly here. So there is definitely shear, vertical and horizontal shear in the atmosphere. But there is a lot of dry sinking air here and not here. And if we went into the low-level water vapor and just change this around just a second, we'll see that. And throughout today, we had a cluster of showers and thunderstorms make its way with a little bit of a shortwave disturbance in it this afternoon as it raced through northwestern New Jersey out of the northwest here, and then just moved barreling through northwestern New Jersey. A lot of lightning present with this. And as quickly as that came, it also left. So we're left with the southwesterly flow at the surface, and we're doing a west flow here aloft, and this big cluster of showers and thunderstorms got to have some watch boxes in it, and I'm sure it does. So let's take off the flashes here, get back to mesoscale analysis and watches and warnings. Yeah, probably better to see this on visible this evening. There's a couple of watch boxes out here for these thunderstorms with other vortmaxes working through, 500 millibar vortmaxes, and the upper level divergence is allowing the air to escape or evacuate, and that's why these showers and thunderstorms look so ominous in this area. I don't know what's going on here, but we've got that. What's the part that we're missing here? Composite radar. It's going to show up. And these are thunderstorm watch boxes here over northwestern Pennsylvania, and a lot of lightning and thunder, present weather showing up, thunderstorms in this area, and we already showed you the lightning. And this is the upper level divergence. That means that air is evacuating, and this is allowing the cloud tops to cool. And if we take all of this off, let's take all of this off for a second here, and look at the visible this evening as the sun is setting. We showed you the GOES derived. It's the one thing that we wanted to show you here. Hold on. This here is a depiction of the cloud top heights from these thunderstorms over northern New England here, also off the Jersey Shore, and especially over northwestern Pennsylvania, southwestern New York, and the Ohio River Valley. We're dealing with some of these tops in these thunderstorms over 40 to 45, even 50, approaching 50,000 feet. And let's take this off. Let's uncheck all of this. Now, when all of these short waves were rolling around here and coming into northwestern New Jersey, the Cape values were approaching 2,000 to 2,500 joules per kilogram. That has now since waxed and waned. In fact, we got up to 3,000 joules per kilogram, which means probably the convective temperature was reached over 95 if we looked at the soundings, and that's the reason for this cluster of thunderstorms that had moved through the area, and then upper level sinking, convergence and confluence occurred. But here comes that new batch now with Cape values, approaching 3,000 joules per kilogram here, and anything over like 500 to 1,000 joules per kilogram. And we're looking at this evening, and again, this is an area where all the joules per kilogram over northwestern New Jersey, and the drying and sinking air has cooled the atmosphere just slightly, even in the air temperatures, believe it or not, it has. The Cape values are still high, but there is nothing showing up here. The one thing that is showing up here has the support for all the shower and thunderstorm activity, and we're dealing with about 4,000 joules per kilogram to 2,000 joules per kilogram here over northwestern Pennsylvania, southwestern New York here, and also into the Ohio River Valley area. So these storms are definitely potent here. And we can see that on Doppler radar now, obviously. And of course, when we check the flashes, plenty of lightning in these storms. And here too, in southern New England now, that was partially a branch that moved through here in the New York City area into northern New England now. Pollution, dust, aerosols, very interesting to look at here this afternoon. Before that shower and thunderstorm line came through northwestern New Jersey, there's a lot of particles being lifted up into the atmosphere here, especially along the coast, into the city, and back into western Pennsylvania between the divergence and then eventually convergence and confluence and then upper level divergence here. So there's a lot of air quality particles in the atmosphere late this evening from whatever was brought down with the rain. So the air quality by itself in large is not great, and we're seeing that again scattered about the area this evening. This is GOES derived, by the way. Here's that squall line now over northwestern Pennsylvania, south of Erie, and also back towards Columbus, Ohio here. These are some of the storm reports. These are flood warnings in here, and this is the thunderstorm watch boxes here. And notice all the hail and wind damage reports. And they followed this line earlier from this convection, which is here now. There was a lightning strike on City Island in the Bronx. 6 people have been struck by lightning at Orchard Beach. All have been treated on the scene and transported to hospitals. That's not good. No, unfortunately, that's not good. And a lot of wind damage, too. Trees down, like 3-foot diameter, large trees have befallen. This is a concern. We're going to get into this in just a few minutes. The rain hasn't really been extremely the problem here with these thunderstorms, although they have dropped 1/4 to 3/4, almost 1/2 of an inch of rain in spots this afternoon from northwestern New Jersey into New York City and even here in southern New England too. Either you're in one or you're not, and some of these have produced 3/4 to almost an inch of rain in spots. This station here is reporting 2.18. I'm not sure if these ones are accurate, but it's not so much that. It was the hail and definitely the wind damage reports and the lightning. Water is definitely a conductor of electricity, and I'm hoping that the people that were stricken actually by lightning on the beach there in New York and Long Island and the Bronx are going to be okay. This is the lightning strike density for the last 12 hours, which brings us into Wednesday afternoon, where we had thunderstorms move through northwestern New Jersey into the city and then eventually into the coast as well. And then this is the lightning data that shows up this afternoon. First starting out this afternoon across Pennsylvania, and then moving into northwestern New Jersey and just north of the city. But these areas here, this is a lightning density, but that doesn't tell you anything about lightning can travel, and it did, unfortunately. Want to check out some temperature records here in the region for today. Newark reached 98, okay? Convective temperature was 95, so there's your showers and thunderstorms right there. Once you get a convective temperature that's reached, whatever the convective temperature is, depending on the season, will allow for upper level divergence, and that allows for clouds to build and thunderstorms to reach above the LCL, which is the limited cloud layer. So saturation can occur, updrafts can occur, and thunderstorms can form, and we saw that today. 98 degrees is the record. Also, it's a record value of 98. So that's a normal value is about 85. So we know that. Let's check JFK, for example, 88. That's not a record. We didn't have a record there. New York City Central Park, that's not a record either for today's date. Let's check Atlantic City. Also, 1 degree shy of tying the record there. Let's see, Trenton. Nope. 1 degree shy. So we had a couple of records here. Not many. Wilmington didn't break a record either today. But still, the convective temperature was reached, and that's why we're dealing with the shower and thunderstorm activity. Even Philadelphia this afternoon, 96. The record value is 99. No record there. And of course, from the digital database today, we're looking at these areas here. New York, Trenton area, Pennsylvania, the Delmarva here. Well, we're going to do it again tomorrow on Friday. And some of these, again, are going to be records here. Let's see if we can move this down. Hold on. Tomorrow is probably going to be the steamiest day of the week. Today looked like it was the steamiest, but tomorrow is probably going to be even steamier. And then after that, for record high temperatures, we're not looking at any kind of record high temperatures here going forward. And for the New Jersey, New York City, Southern New England, I-95 corridor here, for temperatures today, we did max out quite nicely. Excepting the immediate coastal beaches, the back bays here, and the South Shore and East Ends of Long Island, the North Shore of Long Island too. Again, the water is naturally cooler, so that's why you're finding that tomorrow. Again, daily high temperatures in the upper 90s to upper 90s. That's not the heat index. We'll get into that in a minute. But everything changes on Saturday. We start out very hot and humid, but then showers and thunderstorms move through. And this is the difference between the upper 80s and 90s here and the upper 70s to lower 80s here. Big pattern change coming on Sunday with temperatures, again, around 80 to the coast on a northwest flow, lower 80s in the urban areas here. Yeah, that looks good. I'm starting my week vacation next week, so this looks good. There's an air show in Atlantic City next Wednesday, but we're not so sure if that's going to go out so well, but we'll check that out. That could be problems with the remnants of Fred, tropical depression, tropical storm Fred, at the time. And next Tuesday looks good too, and temperatures all again next week looks completely normal for daily high temperatures. So when we look at the temperature anomalies from today, they're like 14, 15 degrees above normal. Again, tomorrow, the same kind of thing. Then it drops down to like 4 or 5 degrees, and then near normal on Saturday across northwestern, northeastern Pennsylvania. And again, now temperatures finally go near to below normal here on Sunday as the front stalls out, right? Yeah, this is good. It's good for me, actually. And this looks good to me, too. This looks good to me, too. Naturally, in summer, you'd like to look at the convection. So we're going to use the NAM model guidance, and I've looked at the HRR, the NAM model guidance, and some of the SPC's guidance going forward here as we head into Friday and Saturday. And here's another shortwave trough and showers and thunderstorms preceding this across the area on Friday morning. So this could turn out to be a little bit of an outlier or something that actually happens here in northwestern New Jersey. Now, things get interesting as we head into Friday afternoon, because here comes the next short wave ahead of the cold front. By the time we get to Saturday morning, Friday night, early Saturday morning, all of that energy on the guidance here from the NAM, this is the latest model guidance now, projects it to like move into New York State with the short wave, right? And then separate itself out from the flow here. One flow here, another flow here, over, places like Baltimore and, Virginia, or what have you. The other model guidance is kind of doing the same thing. GFS hourly is doing it, and the NAM is doing it. I have question marks here with this. And actually, I think I want to see if I can get this up here now. Northeastern United States. Let's do the... going to use the European model guidance from this morning. Something stinks to me in this forecast, and that would be for Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. This is a, mesoscale model here. It's not even a mesoscale model. It's a global model, the European, and it's showing the high pressure building in through the Great Lakes and the southwest flow. The instability in the atmosphere, showers and thunderstorms. I do agree with some forecasters here that late Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening across New Jersey and the coast into Delmarva will not be perfectly correct, as the other models are showing. And then we do not even talk about the remnants of moisture traveling up the west side of the Appalachian spine here from Fred, whatever becomes of Fred here, into the United States of America. So, yeah, this looks good to me, actually. Doesn't really look that spurious to me. Now, it's not going to be discrete with everything because this is a global model. Couple of things on the NAM model guidance that look spurious to me. This looks good in the short range, with multiple vorticities working through. I would not be surprised for showers and thunderstorms again re-entering the fold here over northwestern Pennsylvania, northeastern Pennsylvania, and New Jersey overnight tonight. This model is not doing very well with the convective forecast here going forward. Then here comes the cold front as we approach Saturday morning across central Pennsylvania with another vortmax working through. And then this model decides to drive all the convections to the north and to the southeast and devoid of the shower and thunderstorm activity over northern New Jersey. Either you have upper level divergence here, upper light divergence here, and then convergence and confluence here. So something doesn't make sense to me because the European model guidance is not catching this. And another thing that doesn't surprise me is that the NAM model guidance here, the 3 kilometer to 1 kilometer elevation reflectivity, did not get the shower and thunderstorm complex that went through northwestern New Jersey. But now it's starting at, this is a 6Z run from this morning after midnight last night. It's starting to pick up on that shower and thunderstorm activity heading into the area late tonight, early tomorrow morning. What is it doing now? Well, if we dial you back to 18Z, it didn't really pick up the shower and thunderstorm activity over northwestern New Jersey, but now it's starting again to pick up discrete cells moving into the area after midnight tonight and tomorrow morning across northwestern New Jersey, the Hudson River Valley area, Connecticut, northeastern Pennsylvania, and to the shore point before it dies. Now on Friday, Again, here comes the leading edge of the cold front, and the cold front's like back in here, but this is the leading edge right here, and it's starting to pick up the shower and thunderstorm activity as we head into Friday night, Saturday morning, and then by Saturday afternoon, again, the model guidance is seeing this somewhere else. Split here and split here. This is a question mark to me. Okay, couple of things on the precipitable water vapor imagery from the NCEP dam model that does not make sense to me. A lot of things do. Precipitable water values better than 1 to 2.5 inches here as we approach Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon ahead of this cold front. And look where the precipitable water values are the greatest. This would be the greatest area we're going to be seeing showers and thunderstorms on Saturday afternoon, according to the NAM model. But even this doesn't show up on their Doppler radar, simulated radar here. So this tells me that the model guidance is seeing the potential for heavy downpours and showers and thunderstorms with lightning and heavy downpours and all of that, but it's not showing up in the model guidance. And then all that dry air gets shoved into southern New England and northwestern New Jersey, and the front gets hung up here along the coast from central and southern New Jersey as we head into midnight on, or very late Saturday night into early Sunday morning. Dialing you back to the water vapor channel from the European model guidance as we approach Friday night and Saturday, especially Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon. Here we are. This looks incredibly a lot different than the NCEP NAM model right now going forward. And by Sunday, that is sinking south as drier air is building in, which makes sense. Makes sense. Okay? But we have problems here because when I start to look at this on Saturday morning and then Saturday afternoon, it shows that the model guidance here in the global is catching the shower and thunderstorm activity potential. Also, I want it to get into 850 millibar temperatures here because they're scorching hot and they're very convective right now. But as we head into Saturday morning and Saturday evening, you see they're dropping off very rapidly here across northeastern Pennsylvania. This is a strong indication to me here versus here that something is going to pop. This is an example on the European model guidance, 500 millibar vertical velocity, the spin in the atmosphere across southern Connecticut, the New York City metropolitan area. Somebody in here, down through Trenton and the Philadelphia 995 corridor, even to the coast, is going to experience some very heavy downpours here. So something doesn't seem right to me. Another thing that strikes me on the European model guidance is the total cloud cover, low, middle, and high levels of cloud cover Saturday afternoon. Starting out on Saturday morning, skies are clear. There's a lot of clearing after we get rid of the fog and everything over central and southern New Jersey. But we've got the moisture building here over Pennsylvania, and that's just going to build in. And then throughout the day on the afternoon hours, before the showers and thunderstorms come through, this corridor here looks like the greatest threat from the Hudson River Valley through northwestern New Jersey, around the I-95 Philadelphia Turnpike corridor into Virginia. By Saturday night, it's completely cloudy. look at this, all this clearing happening up in here according to the model guidance, and that's going to bleed into the area, but then there's going to be a stalled out front and vestiges of moisture hung around on Sunday afternoon. So if you're looking for a sunny day along the coast, wow, it's going to be like a thin stretch here from like eastern Long Island, maybe maybe portions of, you know, Sandy Hook, New Jersey here. Wow. But things are looking better for Monday. Yeah. That's the beginning of my vacation, so that's where I'll be. I'll be here then, but not now.